Have you ever witnessed something so extraordinary that you doubt its existence if there wasn't proof? Well, prepare to be astonished, because today we're presenting you with the most mind-blowing moments ever captured on camera. So without any delay, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, and let's dive straight into it. At times, you might need to slap some sense into someone, even if they happen to be a large, intimidating hippopotamus. Red Bull is known for pushing the limits with their daring stunts, but jumping from space is a whole new level of wild. Back in 2012, Felix Baumgartner took a helium balloon into the stratosphere and skydived back to Earth wearing a custom-made spacesuit. During his free fall, he even broke the speed of sound and got into a spin that put the entire Red Bull Stratos mission at risk. It was definitely a heart-stopping moment. If a delivery truck loaded with money crashed on the highway, scattering cash everywhere, what actions would you take upon stumbling upon thousands of dollars just lying there on the freeway? If you thought water couldn't change colors, think again. It's magic. Have you ever considered the sheer terror of being buried alive? It's hard to imagine anyone willingly subjecting themselves to such an experience, right? Well, then you hear about David Blaine, who voluntarily spent 7 days underground in a see-through coffin. That's certainly a testament to his remarkable mental strength. Flying seems quite tiring for birds, so one feathered fellow opted for a brief respite by hitching a ride on a hand glider.
Aí, garoto! Sabe muito!
Most probably motivated by witnessing planes maneuvering through tunnels in the video game GTA 5, stunt pilot Dario Costa embraced the challenge in reality, becoming the first person to navigate a plane through a tunnel, thus etching his daring achievement into aviation history. These individuals truly seem to thrive on danger around the clock. When discussing wild stunts and memorable moments, Tom Cruise inevitably enters the conversation. He's renowned for executing his own stunts, and his latest feat in the most recent Mission Impossible film might just top them all. However, it goes without saying, please refrain from attempting this at home. In Naples, the world witnessed the creation of the longest pizza ever made, stretching a whopping 1.8 kilometers. It took 250 pizza makers from around the globe 6 hours and 11 minutes to knead and bake this colossal pie right on the Naples seafront. To make it happen, they used a staggering amount of ingredients: 2,000 kilos of flour, 1,600 kilos of tomato sauce, 2,000 kilos of mozzarella cheese, 200 liters of oil, and 30 kilos of basil, with the help of 5 wood ovens. With the help of 5 wood ovens spaced 400 meters apart, they managed to pull off this incredible feat. This record-breaking pizza earned its place in the Guinness World Records and was later donated to charity. Dogs are known as humans' closest companions, and it seems they can even take the wheel when their human counterparts need a rest. Still skeptical? Just take a glance at this admirable canine. Each person confronts their fears in unique ways, but Alan Robert elevates it to an extraordinary level by ascending the world's tallest building, the Burj Khalifa. What's truly astonishing is that if the authorities hadn't insisted on him wearing a safety line, the audacious daredevil would have scaled it without one. As someone who finds just sitting on a roller coaster nerve-wracking, it's hard to imagine taking it to the next level. But for this person, that's exactly what they did. How do you make the fear factor of a roller coaster even more intense? By becoming the roller coaster itself and setting the world record in the process. It's often said that parents develop a keen intuition, but I wasn't aware that the same held true for pet owners as well. The idea of lighting your parachute on fire might sound crazy, but professional stuntman Troy Hartman found it thrilling. However, it's important to stress that this was done by a trained expert, so trying it yourself at home is definitely not recommended. Have you ever witnessed a bird making its nest on a buffalo's head? While it might sound unbelievable, this phenomenon has been captured on camera numerous times. Despite its odd appearance, many find it surprisingly adorable. By a stroke of luck and quick reflexes, this woman narrowly avoided a massive tree that suddenly fell right in her way. Have you ever witnessed a phenomenon known as a lightning ball? If so, consider yourself among the fortunate few. This rare and enigmatic occurrence typically manifests during thunderstorms. While scientists remain uncertain about its formation, one hypothesis suggests that when the lightning strikes the ground, it vaporizes certain minerals in the soil. These vaporized particles then coalesce to create a silicon-based ball that hovers in the air. Additionally, it's worth noting that lightning balls have been reported to pass through walls and windows. These employees found themselves working overtime to wash their boss's car, leading them to devise what they believe to be a brilliant solution: utilizing the excavator. Performing backflips is inherently risky, but executing them while wearing ice skates is deemed so perilous that it's actually prohibited by the rules. However, Surya Banali opted to challenge convention, deeming the risk of disqualification worthwhile for etching her name in history. Not only did she repeat the illegal move at the Olympics, but she faced disqualification and a substantial penalty. Nevertheless, she succeeded in winning the admiration and support of fans worldwide. This is precisely why I strongly advise wearing protective equipment during axe throwing. Without a doubt, it could have resulted in a highly unfortunate incident. Fortunately, she managed to duck at the crucial moment, and thankfully, no one sustained any injuries. Ever wondered what happens if you set off a nuclear bomb in the ocean? Well, let me tell you, it's pretty terrifying, and words can't quite capture the fear it brings. This dust devil caused quite a commotion by storming onto the pitch, making it seem like Mother Nature herself was rooting for a particular team. Dust devils are like mini whirlwinds that spin upwards. Although they usually spin at less than 40 miles per hour, they can reach speeds of up to 80 miles per hour. Sometimes called sand devils, they're different from tornadoes, which spin downwards. Why bother blowing rings with a vape when you can accomplish the same underwater? This drone is casually going about its business en route to deliver someone's morning coffee when it suddenly encounters a surprising sight. Is it a plane? Is it Superman? No, it's actually a flock of birds, seemingly intent on attacking the drone and snatching its cargo. Orcas may reign as the top predators of the ocean, but they occasionally take the opportunity to interact with us humans as well. Is this sloth exceptionally courageous, or simply lacking in awareness? Observe as it casually moves over to this anaconda as if it were walking on a carpet. Wow, I never knew sloths were that cool. It appears that Harry Potter isn't the sole individual whose mail is delivered by owls. Having the element of surprise can really give you an edge in a boxing match, but being caught off guard by your opponent leaving the ring is definitely not the kind of surprise you want. The aim is usually to end matches quickly, but when Curtis unexpectedly left the ring, it left everyone in the crowd stunned. It's not something you see every day, that's for sure. Have you ever witnessed the night sky illuminated as if the sun had suddenly appeared? If not, chances are you haven't observed a meteor falling at night. It's truly remarkable how much light a single meteor can emit from such a considerable distance. Practice is crucial for basketball players, but it might be a good idea not to overdo it like young Shaq, who ended up shattering the backboard. Stephen Curry's basketball prowess is well known, but what you might not be aware of is his exceptional skill in golf as well.
Boy, this is right at it if it gets there. How about that?
The River of Five Waters appeared as though it belongs in a movie. At times, reality can outdo fiction in its creativity. What's more fascinating than a regular beach? A glow-in-the-dark beach, of course! These luminous shores are created by bioluminescent plankton, which emit light when they're disturbed.
Oh, wow.
That's like.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy.
And that's a wrap for today's video. If you haven't already, we'd love for you to subscribe to our channel. Show us some love by giving this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and hitting the notification bell to stay in the loop on all our future content. Thanks for tuning in.